As I began working with Dr. Mayfield almost a year ago, she came to Mississippi. How long has it been, Dr. Mayfield?
Almost a year.
Almost a year. I recognized something unique. This was a lady of determination, of skill, and I think endurance. And in state government and higher education, and I think in life in general, endurance is one of the key components to success. Because you see, quite often we tend to lose our interest, our enthusiasm, because these are tough battles in which we are involving ourselves in. Since the end of the Civil War, Mississippi has been mired in poverty. We've had difficulty with our public education systems. We then suffered through the Great Depression, which was particularly hard on an already poor state. I am a young man from the Mississippi Delta, so our agribusiness that had carried us for so long now has begun to change. You see, what used to take 100 people to work on a farm in the Mississippi Delta now can be done with 10 to 15. So we began to have to change that agribusiness, that agricultural economy of ours, to a more modern, efficient economy. And our greatest challenge in that was a workforce. Last night we had an opportunity to meet with the site selector that was here almost 12 years ago when Nissan came. You see, Nissan was the first real opportunity that we had to be in advanced manufacturing while we were going to make automobiles. See, the challenge then was to make certain that the automotive manufacturers of the world realized that we had the workforce to, in fact, make the most advanced automobiles in the world. We make now nearly 500,000 automobiles with Nissan and Toyota. We make the most advanced warships on the planet. We make some of the warfighters' most technologically superior helicopters with Eurocopter, Columbus, Mississippi. The radar systems that protect Tel Aviv and Jerusalem are manufactured in Forest, Mississippi at Raytheon. We are now recognized for a workforce of the future. And it is because of the community colleges. Now, there are many that are involved, from early childhood learning to the literacy program, the third grade gate that we install to make sure that children are no longer socially promoted to the fourth grade. In fact, that they are able to read at a third grade level. I know that's a radical concept. We just demanded it. We're using data-driven outcomes now to determine what is working within our educational system. Just a few moments ago, as I came directly here from our Family First Resource Center that we were opening with Dr. Nancy New, we intend to go through the state of Mississippi, taking down those silos that have been in place for family resources, for making sure that the family that now exists in a vastly different model than many of us remember. See, the nuclear family of a mother and a father and 2.5 children doesn't exist in the numbers that it used to. So now many of the families are made up of a teenage mother and 2 children. And the challenges that she now has are tremendous. So we look to make sure that we have the resources that are necessary for that family. One of the most important is the My Best program. See, that teenage mother who had to drop out of school, who thought that she will not be able to live the American dream, has another great opportunity. See, dropping out of school and not completing the basic skills of K through 12 has such a detrimental effect. Dr. Mayfield has done such a remarkable job in the year that she has been here leading this team of community college presidents who are the best in the nation. It's just not my opinion, although it is, but Wallet Hub, who I don't always agree with, has determined that the community colleges in the state of Mississippi are the best in the nation. That I do agree with. These presidents are of a new mold. Some that have been here for years are now newly invigorated. They're determined. They understand what My Best can do, how they are now training the workforce of the future. Not only in those advanced technology skills that I just talked about, but those mental skills that are also so critically important. Ingalls that makes those warships are in desperate need of welders. My goodness, if I can teach you to weld, you can live the American dream. People will fight over you. Diesel technicians, my dad was a diesel mechanic. Now you have to be a technician. Just the other day as we opened a new center for Hines Community College in Rankin County, I looked at the new trucks and the engines and transmissions that these technicians are now working on. They have more technology than the Apollo space program. More technology in a diesel engine now within that truck, that tractor, than Apollo 13. Vastly different. You see, what we're quickly running out of in Mississippi is that skilled workforce. There's a finite number of those workers. My best says we are going to give another opportunity to the 14,000 students a year that fail to complete their high school education. 14,000. Let me tell you what that does. It costs the state of Mississippi annually $450 million. Net $450 million because of the challenges that these students have to face. A third of those high school dropouts won't even seek work. A third of them will go about depending upon some type of government program to sustain them. They will repeat the cycle of failure that caused them to drop out of school. They will be subject to drug or alcohol addiction. They may become teen parents themselves. My best gives them that second chance in life. There is never a permanent failure. They must remember there is always another way. My best to set that example. Those, unfortunately, that drop out of school and do go to work, if they have a job, they make 27% less than their counterparts that actually finish school, receive their GED, and those that will go through the My Best program. They're 30% more likely to use Medicaid, 3.5 times more likely to be incarcerated. What we're doing here today is giving a child, a student, believes that their life has been chosen for them and that they have few choices in life. We, through My Best, are giving them hope, another opportunity. These are not bad people. These are not people that have been ordained to fail. These are young men and women in the state of Mississippi, 14,000 of them that have had difficulties in their life that have prevented them from simply graduating from high school, being able to go to one of our community colleges and learn the skills that they need to go on to a successful career, not just a job, but a career. Well, they have that chance now. Again, I want to thank Dr. Mayfield. The proclamation that I was able to issue, it is simple. I'll share some of it with you. It says in 2016, Mississippi is a global economy. In fact, we are. Exports have increased 280% in the last decade. Adults with high school credentials will have the opportunity to complete successful labor market that requires a combination of high school and post-secondary, so they will be the most competitive. My Best is a proven national model that aligns with Mississippi's Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. Mississippi was the first state in the nation to submit their Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act. Not at the bottom of that list, we were the first in the nation. The program is expanded dropout recovery model that offers a combination of concurrent enrollment in high school programs and skills training. In order to raise the awareness of My Best program to potential participants along with local and state leaders, each community college will spotlight its My Best program. Graduates and instructors on each of the college campuses during the entire month of October. Now, therefore, I feel Bryant, governor of the state of Mississippi, do hereby proclaim October 17th through the 22nd, 2016 as my best week. My best. Now, I deal with a lot of acronyms in my job. I had the Adjutant General of the state of Mississippi's National Guard in my office this morning. 1 colonel, 2 majors. Acronyms were flowing out the window. I often have to remind our military personnel that perhaps they could share with me what those acronyms mean. My best, Mississippi's Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training. How fortunate we are. How fortunate these children will be. See, my best will change their lives. Now, I was a young man who was changing tires 5.5 days a week. I got a postcard one day in the mail at my parents' home. Just a small postcard. Those were things for the young people here that were pieces of paper. And you would write on them. And it cost like 7 cents to make it. I know, hard to believe. But I got one that said, you too can be a college graduate. None of the first of my family ever graduated from college. Both of my brothers dropped out of high school, went to work. Fortunately, both went back and obtained their GED and are successful businessmen as they learned a skill from a community college that helped them propel themselves into the marketplace. It was then the 1960s and 70s. Now we have a challenging new world. But there are still those that believe that somehow they just can't make it through that high school program. As a kid from the Delta that also found himself in a class of dyslexic children, I thought I was just dumb. Luckily, I had a wonderful teacher that stayed in during recess and helped me overcome that challenge in life. I've had some moderate success because I'm a community college graduate, first college graduate in my family. Now, I have 2 wonderful children that are both college graduates and have degrees at IHL. One's an attorney and one is in architectural design. They grew up assuming that they would go to college. Now, they also had to assume they would go to the University of Southern Mississippi. Both of them were also community college graduates. I know I've taken too much of your time, but I wanted to tell you just how important this is. Lives will be changed. Lives will be saved. Some of these children that cycle into the darkness of poverty will lose their lives. Drug-related, crime-related events. They will not live as long as their counterparts who graduate from high school and go on to IHL, have a successful job and a successful family. This is a remarkable program, and I'm so very proud to be a part of it. You will see results in the very near future. We now have 405 students in 6 months. 405. That's remarkable. Mississippi will show the world that my best will give every student a second chance in life. And that's worth it all. Thank you